David Luiz's trick to fool the ref is gonna blow your mind. What was written on this goalkeeper's water bottle? Straight up genius. And what Neymar did in Brazil left fans disgusted. These are the moments when football players got caught cheating. Let's kick things off with this unreal scene. The goalkeeper made a rough foul and knew a red card was coming. But of course, he couldn't keep it up for long. So when he finally got up, Harry Kane went down after this foul, but if you look closely, the keeper didn't even touch him. Still, the ref gave the penalty. Yeah, instant karma. But right after that, the ref gave another penalty. And this time, check out what happened. This goalkeeper had a brilliant idea. Before the penalty shootout, he decided to do some homework, but with a twist. He had notes about the opposing team's penalty takers written on his water bottle. And here's how that turned out. But hey, this isn't exactly new. Back in the 2006 World Cup, Argentina and Germany went to a penalty shootout, and that's when goalkeeper Jens Lehmann showed up. Before the kicks, he pulled out a little note with info on the takers, and during the shootout, this happened. Now, this Neymar moment went viral around the world. He totally overreacted, trying to get the other players sent off. But it didn't work, and he instantly became a global meme. It even sparked this running joke. Check out Van Dijk. The ref pointed to the spot and he did this. Kinda sketchy, am I right? Right after that, the other team missed the penalty. Coincidence? I don't think so. While everyone was distracted, this athlete thought it would be a good time to trick the opponent. The player actually scored with his hand, and no one on the field noticed. But in this other moment, Neymar tried the same thing, except it was way too obvious. Of course, the goal didn't count and he ended up getting a second yellow, straight red. Another guy tried using his hand too, way sneakier than Neymar, but still cheating. And yeah, same kind of thing happened here too. The goalkeeper was furious, and honestly, he had every right to be. It was clearly a handball goal. But the ref, he didn't see anything wrong at all. Now check out this corner kick. The striker didn't even try to hide it. He straight up blocked the keeper from moving. Palmer was getting ready to take this free kick when something totally wild happened. Just take a look at this. Everyone knows you're not allowed to use your hands in football, but this player thought he could sneak in a block without anyone noticing. And it gets even worse. The ref didn't even call a penalty. Even Cristiano Ronaldo tried to pull a fast one during this free kick, but the ref caught him. Though the Portuguese star shows up again here, he was convinced the defender had used his arm to stop the ball, and the ref totally bought it. Now, take a look at this penalty. With that many cameras in the stadium, there was no way this moment was going to go unnoticed. Now, this defender decided to play goalie for a day and stopped the shot. Gotta admit it, what a save. After the coach told his player to get sent off on purpose, the guy actually pulled it off and got what he wanted. And in the same match, this happened. Sergio Ramos intentionally took a red card just to skip the next game. This is one of the most shameful things you'll ever see on a football pitch. And the worst part? The trick worked and the striker slipped. Lewandowski decided to pull this move right inside the box. And believe it or not, Vidal actually wanted the ref to call a penalty for this play. Yeah, seriously. When the goalkeeper went over to console Mbappe, the French star didn't hesitate and did this. Now look closely at this play. Check out how the defender cleared the ball. Totally cheating. But the ref caught it and pointed straight to the spot. These players pulled a fast one on everyone during this corner kick. Watch how one of them lightly taps the ball before the actual kick. The whole opposing team got caught off guard. Take a look at this moment. There was so much smoke, no one could even see the ball. Now, this guy messed up the throw-in, or so it seemed. Turns out it was all part of a time-wasting tactic. This player tried to fool everyone and sneak in a goal, and it actually worked. The linesman didn't see the ball had gone out of bounds. When this player got injured, the opponent didn't really care, and the play ended like this. Check out this battle in the box. Look at what the player did to throw off his opponent. How did the ref not call a foul on that? In this play, David Luiz hit the ground, but nothing actually happened to him. Total acting job. And what about here? The Brazilian didn't even try to hide it. The other player couldn't help but laugh in his face. Now watch what this keeper did during the penalty. If he took one more step, he would have straight up stolen the ball from the striker. But this next guy, he tried something similar, just 10 times worse. Look at this moment. He clearly tripped over his own foot and fell, right? Well, not according to the ref. The defenders couldn't believe it. Now see what happened here while the keeper was still setting up the wall for the free kick. Salah came out on the losing end of this play, and his opponent was downright dirty. The result? The Egyptian dislocated his shoulder and had to leave the field in a Champions League final. Nani tried way too hard to draw a penalty in this one, but watch the full sequence. Look at how it all played out. And now check out this clip. Tell me this wasn't straight up cheating. No shame at all from that player. Things were already tense in this match, but the player totally crossed the line, and the TV cameras caught everything. Honestly, no one really knew what was going on in this play, but apparently this guy spotted a handball that nobody else noticed. During this free kick, the player moved the ball slightly off the original spot, and that tiny detail made all the difference when he scored. Was this guy actually hurt? Well, his teammates kept playing and used the moment to score. And in the end, turns out he wasn't injured at all. And there are more plays like this one. Here, the defender stopped a clear goal. And yeah, the ref sent him off. Still, I gotta say it, what a save. Now, in this game, watch what the defender did. He jumped so high, even the keeper must have been jealous.
Sai! Sai! Sai que é sua! Caiu certo o Tafarel para fazer a defesa.
Now, tell me, what did this goalkeeper put on his gloves? Was it something to help him grip the ball better? Here's another keeper who tried to cheat during a penalty shootout. Thing is, he didn't even need to. The other player basically helped him out. Check out this moment when the player asks the ref to stop the game because a teammate was down injured. But right after that, this happens. What was supposed to be a fair play moment ended in total chaos and outrage. Now here, watch how this player tried to be slick, but it backfired big time. Sure, the goalkeeper was having a rough day, but trying that? Come on, that's just too much. This guy faked getting hit, but the cameras exposed everything. Not cool at all. And in another women's match, the opposing players didn't hold back on the rival keeper. And to make it even worse, they showed zero sportsmanship. Thierry Henry thought he was being super clever with this play, but the truth is, he cheated. And in another match, the French star tried this move, which left the other team furious. One thing's for sure, Mbappe definitely saw that previous moment and tried to pull off something similar in this game. This play had to be in the video. Remember when this happened in the 2010 World Cup? Suarez made history for all the wrong reasons. And in the end, his team still came out on top. Here's another Suarez moment, this time back when he played for Liverpool. Even Brazil hasn't escaped cheating players. Watch this play and pay attention to what the attacker does to score the goal. This player had to resort to cheating just to score. Seriously, what an embarrassing moment, right? And then there's Peter Crouch, who really didn't need to do this to score. Bruno Fernandes jumped the gun a bit on this one, but he really wanted the ref to count that goal. Robin was a genius on the pitch, no doubt, but here he totally crossed the line trying to dive for a penalty in a very questionable play. Would you take a shot in a situation like this one? This player didn't think twice and went straight for the goal. Even Thomas Müller has had a few sketchy moments out there. In this one, Robin scored, and then they both laughed it off. This defender tried to hold the ball, but didn't expect the attacker to outsmart him. Now, watch how this player looked injured. But his teammates didn't care. They kept playing, and it drove the opposing goalkeeper totally nuts. Cristiano Ronaldo shows up once more, and this might be one of the most iconic cheating moments of his whole career. The guy will do anything to score. This keeper never saw it coming. The striker did something totally unexpected that completely turned the play around. Here's another ridiculous dive in the box. But let's be real, this type of cheating happens all the time in football. Now, in this play, it was Suarez who tried to fake it, which is why, yup, he's popping up again in this video. Watch how this striker randomly jumped inside the box, even though the keeper didn't touch him at all. Just as Sancho was about to score, something stopped him, but the defender swore he didn't do anything wrong. Look at the bottom of the screen. This player looked seriously injured, but just seconds later, everything magically changed. This player only managed to score because he cheated during the penalty kick. Now, this move by the striker was seriously uncool. This player pretended he got hit in the face, but the cameras clearly showed it was all just acting. Look how this guy fakes being in pain, and his team totally takes advantage of it. Here we go again, Neymar trying to fool the referee, but this time he didn't even try to hide it. In this play, both players went down, but in reality, only one of them was actually being dirty. Watch this moment in slow-mo. Did you catch it? The opponent was actually trying to mess with the goalkeeper's glove. And yep, it happened again right here. What even happened in this one? Did you get it? The player in red definitely thought he was being slick. Look how this guy went down like he was seriously hurt. But relax, it was just a poorly executed attempt to cheat. Now, this one is super wild. The coach was passing notes to his players during the game, but one of the opponents noticed, grabbed the note off the ground, and handed it over to his own coach. And yeah, he figured out the rival strategy and acted right away. In this women's match, the players tried something similar, using a note from their coach to get a tactical edge. And let's wrap it up with this iconic moment from Maradona. In the 1986 World Cup, the Argentine legend scored a historic goal with his hand, a play now known as the Hand of God. And yep, Argentina went on to win that World Cup.